Good morning, friends of the internet. We are back in the World of Tanks garage. We have been so busy in real life. It has been so difficult to get content out for you guys, and for that, I apologize. It has been so hectic for me here lately with trying to buy a house and trying to get some work done and trying to get everything done. It's just been, it's been madness around here. And every time I have like a couple minutes to record, it's just not long enough to get recorded because it does take me quite some time to record and edit these videos. So again, I apologize for that, but today we are going to take out the big bad E4. I love playing this tank. I know you guys like to watch me play it. I know you guys enjoy to see this thing just hit like a Mack truck. Funnest tank that I have to play. I'm using it right now during this American Dream machines because you got to get 500 kills over the whole month. So I've been trying to utilize this because I can get the most kills pretty quick with this. So that's my goal of using this, is just trying to use it to get those kills and get those 500 kills and then killing American tanks and whatever. This is a good tank for doing that. So I've just been playing the hell out of this tank. So I got a game for you today. So I figured, you know what? Let's get out there, get ourselves a match, and see if we can cause some major damage. So let's go ahead and find ourselves a match, shall we? All right, guys. So it looks like we got an E100E5, T57. Nothing too threatening. Got to be careful that STB1, maybe that WT off, the other E4, but not too bad. Watch out for that Leopard and that 7-1. Those are tanks we don't want to get around us, especially that little Roo. If he gets around us, we're really screwed. Being that we're on the new map, or well, this ain't a new map. This is a new variant on this map, which is called Thunderstorm. One of those maps that is just like, I don't really prefer this map at all, especially in a tank like this, because what I found with this map is a team can push through one side and start capping your base, and there's no way you can get back. So if you don't have somebody to kind of stay and defend the base, it can really fall apart for you. Now, the problem that I face being in this tank is normally I would set back and watch that cap, since I am a sniper kind of style tank. But the problem is with this new Thunderstorm variant is that you can't see that far. So it really limits my visibility. So this time I decided, you know what, I'm just going to push out, kind of get aggressive, see what I can see, get in the face of a couple people, cause some damage, and hopefully those guys on the other side will hold that side and we don't get overrun on this side, and then they got to come back and defend and vice versa. So, but it's just one of those things. This is a very difficult map when you're having to defend the base and you're in a tank like this that you can't get back to too quick. And we got a couple light tanks, but even then, you know, they got to get back to be able to penetrate something. So very difficult map to play. This is one of the maps that I wish they would just remove just for that reason alone, because it is just too large, you know. I could see this if you had more tanks, you know, but with 15 on 15, I feel that this map is just a bit large. So I'm just kind of slow playing it right now. I'm waiting to see if anything's going to push around that far left side there. You can see everybody's kind of pushing in the middle, and here I'm just kind of like waiting to let things shape up. Like I said, it's one of these maps that I got to be careful of a couple of these little medium tanks that they don't get around me. So I'm just trying to like be cautious. I don't want to get detected and then get shot from across the map, because again, you know, your view range is horrible on this variant. So you got to be very careful of that. So I see some guys down in the valley there. They're kind of pushing these couple of heavies. So I figure, you know what, I'm going to slowly creep this corner, see if I slowly spot anything. And if I can get a shot into one or two of these guys, and so be it. It's one of those spots, though, that I just don't want to get hit if I get detected by these guys. So they kill one guy, and I decide I'm going to go ahead and push up, and there you go. There's what happens. So I see the grill. I go ahead and I smash him, and I try to get backed up really quick. You can see just out of the blue, he came out of nowhere. He goes ahead and he blows off my track. I'm not really too worried about fixing it because there is no artillery. I was more concerned about anything around. I see the E100. I got to let him come up a little bit more so I can get his low plate a little bit better. There we go. That way it doesn't bounce off. So we got him pretty well weakened up there. So it looks like they pushed through that little spot right there, and we're just kind of overrun here with a lot of tanks. So at this point, I decided, you know what? I'm going to start going back the other way because I noticed is that there's only 2 tank destroyers left on the other side of the map. So this is a position that you've got to have some map awareness to be like, hey, listen, there's no one defending our base, and we're about ready to lose the last 2 that's their line of defense, and we're not running into a lot of resistance on this side. Doesn't mean that you're just dominating this side. It means there's no tanks on this side. So you got to start thinking about going back to the flag and defending it. And as slow as I am, I got to start moseying that way now because I may never get there to defend this base. So I can see those guys on that hill just getting dominated up there. So they're just going to get slaughtered, and then I'm going to be the next victim because, as you can see, we've already lost those tanks. So now it's just going to be me, and if I run across these mediums and lights and everything, they're just going to destroy me because there's nothing I can do. So I start pinging the map, say, listen guys, we got to defend the base, and I'm the only one going back, and this is not a good plan. I don't have the armor or the mobility or the turret traverse to be able to deal with all these little tanks that's going to come after me. But I figure if I have to take one for the team, I'll take one for the team. I got to defend the base. I hate losing this on this map. Because of the flag cap. It's the most aggravating thing on the planet. So I'm going to start getting up here. I'm getting close. I haven't even started capping yet. And then all of a sudden, as I go to cross this water, I see it. Oh my God, there's that Roo. That's what I don't need. So I pivot really quick. He puts a shot into me. Lead him just a little bit. Oh, there we go. Go ahead and finish him off. That was close. He was coming to circle around me, and I wouldn't have been able to deal with it. But unfortunately, now that they know that I'm here, they're going to be pushing me. So I'm trying to stay as close as I can to this rock, trying to kind of use this for some cover. Peek this corner, see if I see anything. And I'm waiting, and I still don't see anything, and they haven't been on our cap. And I'm very suspect about this, so now I'm starting to think maybe that they didn't go for the cap, that they're just going to go around and try to flank everything that's down there. So I'm starting to question myself, was this a good idea to come back and defend, because there's nothing here. So I'm going to continue to poke up here, see if I see anything. We haven't spotted those mediums, and then boom, this guy shows up. Okay, well this could be a problem. I'm going to put a shot into him, and then all of a sudden I see the other tanks behind me and another medium. Now I'm in trouble. So that guy gets himself killed there by jumping off the cliff, which is stupid for that leopard. I don't know what this guy was thinking, how he thought he was going to get around me, so I peeled him off with the rock. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ignore the Conqueror because I just realized that the Conqueror had the small gun. So I'm not too concerned with him right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push this right up to him so he doesn't really have a shot at me too well, especially with that small gun. He's not really going to hurt me. So I'm just kind of pushing at him, just letting him like sit there and like panic at what's going to happen. So I get reloaded. I'm going to see if I can maybe get one into his hatch right here. I zoom in and it bounces. Okay, so I go ahead and I poke back up to this dead tank. Now this whole time I'm thinking, I hope these guys come. So now the Conqueror decides he's going to get froggy and try to come around me. Then he decides maybe that's not such a great plan after all. So this time I'm going to kind of push past because I want to get a shot into him. So I go ahead and I repair really quick. I put a shot into him. He bounces another round off of me. Okay, we're good so far because we haven't had no more mediums. He tracks me again. So I got to repair it there because he was trying to go for the flank. Then, oh no, I see the medium there. So I've got to hurry up and kill this Conqueror. This is an STB-1 that's behind me that's that's stashing me right now. So I go into the Conqueror and I start backing into the STB-1 to kind of make him like worry a little bit what's going on. Because I don't want him to just have my full easy ass. So I'm trying to like just back up and just mess with him a little bit. I go ahead and I ram the Conqueror. I should be able to finish him here. And I go ahead and I turn immediately to deal with this STB-1. Now this STB-1 should have killed me by now. But for some reason he didn't really stay on me. Now he's going to play this little roundabout game with me. So I got to be very cautious of what I do right here. So I back up. I'm trying to create some distance between me and him just a little bit, but I don't want him to have his gun advantage or his depression. So I go ahead and I put a shot into him. He dips down the hill really quick. He decides he's going to try to come up around me. I'm trying to get pivoted. Come on. He bounces again. I'm trying to stay with him here. I'm trying to keep from letting him get me. Come on. One more shot's all I need. Come on. Oh, and then he pivots and runs. And then I'm stuck on this rock, and I try to turn. He's going to kill me right here. No, it bounces again. Thank God. I get one target shot. Oh, and I just couldn't quite get it turned with that uphill grind. So I'm trying to stay in front of him. No, 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 no. Oh, now I'm in trouble because he's got me tracked. So I'm like, come on, track. Come up, come up, come up. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chase him up the hill, and I'm going to pivot at the same time because he's going to come down. And no, 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 no. I track him. All right, he tracks me. He bounces again. I'm like, come on, give me the opportunity to get back up. I try to turn. I'm done. It's so aggravating that I missed that one shot. But that shows you exactly why you can have problems with a medium tank. It's just so difficult to deal with multiple tanks. I could have dealt with that Conqueror just fine. The Leopard killed himself. The other one I was able to kill. But once that STB showed up, started putting them into my tank, there's just nothing I could do. Especially with no turret traverse to really get around, you know, be able to pivot my turret all the way around. But now I'm like trying to figure out what these guys are doing. They're over by the enemy flag. He's full health, and he never came back to give me a hand. No one came back. So all of a sudden, he sees this tank destroyer. So he's playing peekaboo with this tank destroyer. And I'm like, wait, they're on our cap. Like, are you guys not going to go to the cap? Like, this is the tank here. The E1 needs to be going back. He's the one with the most mobility. So, oh, what's he doing? Somehow he survived that. I don't know what that guy was thinking. So he was able to take out the WT off, which was surprising. Now at this point, this guy should be hustling to get back to our base. But instead he's just chilling out. I guess he feels he has all the time in the world. So I'm like trying to figure out, and then I see the tank destroyers going back. So I decide, well, what's the tank destroyer? It's an E4. Is he even going to be able to get back there in time? I'm like watching it, and I'm like, where's the E1 going? He's not trying to cap their base. He's not trying to go back and defend. He's just like driving around. So I'm like, this is the guy that needs to be going back. So I go to the E4 and I look at him and I go, oh great, he's got 3% of his tank left. And so I ping the map like, hello guys, like I need that E1 to get back there. We're gonna lose this map if we don't. So I ping the E1 to get back there. He's got 2 minutes to get back there, and I don't know if the E4 can do it. So then I see that the E1 he spots the other tank, so he starts trying to like battle him, and he's already down to 3/4 of his health. So I don't know what's going to happen here. I was on pins and needles, just like, is this E4 going to be able to get there? He's still got to get across this open flat and up the hill with 1:44 left. I don't know how this is going to turn out. The E1 should have went back and helped. And I don't know what he was thinking this whole time. He just was getting in this pissing match with this Jagdtiger. So he decides he's going to try to push over the hill and see if he can spot this Jagdtiger again. He's just basically playing for himself. He doesn't care about the win. He doesn't care about if they cap or whatever. He comes down, he sees it. The Jagdtiger's on just a sliver of health. So I go back to the E3. I'm looking at the timer, and I'm like, 110. Can he get up that hill in time? Like, I don't know. That's a huge hill. He's got to get up the hill, and he's got to get leveled off so he has enough gun depression to be able to shoot this guy. So he's got 55 seconds to get up this hill, and he hasn't even started up it yet. So right here, I'm on pins and needles. I'm just like, and I know that this STB is one shot, so all he's got to do is hit him one time. But you can see how slow he is now going up this hill. You can see the flag, but with the thunderstorm variants, you don't have no vision, so you're not going to be able to see him until you're right on top of him. So I would have preferred him to go to the far right and then come up there and shoot him that way. 25 seconds, will he be able to do it? He's got to get up here, he's got to zoom in, make the shot. He's got him spotted. He's not looking at him. The STB-1 turns, shoots, blows off his track. Come on, make the shot, make the shot, make the shot. Perfect. In the last seconds of the game, he clutches it. Thank God. I would have went far right and up the hill that way to kind of have a sneakier shot on that STB-1, but we got the win, so I'll take it. See what we did for damage. We did almost 6,800 damage. We got our high caliber. Good little round, even though we blocked 3,800, which is rare for that tank. But what was shooting at us was an STB-1 that I think wasn't fully upgraded, and neither was a Conqueror. But yeah, we basically carried the whole team. Like, we did almost 6,800. The other DE4 did $3 grand, which was good for him. The E1 only did 2,200 and had 4 kills. I don't know how he only did that short amount of damage, or that little amount of damage, but we shot 11 rounds. We hit 10. We pinned 9 of those shots. So that just shows you how deadly this tank can be. I mean, if we would have popped those other 2 rounds, we probably would have had another, we probably would have been in the 7,000, almost 8,000 mark if we would have hit those other 2 rounds. But unfortunately, we missed them. But we went ahead and we shot the grill once for 852. The AMX 5100, I believe we hit him 2 or 3 times, 2 times for 1,400 all of his life. The poor leopard was the one that flew off the top of the hill and killed himself. So we got some XP and some silver from him for his stupidity. This poor guy we hit 3 times for 1,950 with his unupgraded cannon. I know we hit this E100 once for 907. The Rue, we hit him for everything that he had, which was 640. I think he was full health, or he just had 640 left. We hit the STB1 for quite a bit as well. But for the most part, I'll take it. Win's a win. 6,800 and an E4. We pulled out the win. Fortunately, on that one, it was touch and go there towards the end. Thank God the other E4 was smart enough to look at the map and start getting back to the flag in plenty of time. I wished when I started to ping the map that we needed to defend the base, that 1 or 2 of those tanks would have went back and helped me. I probably wouldn't have such a high scoring match, but I probably would have survived if I would have had a little bit more health, because we did take out the Rue. We ended up taking out the AMX 5100. We also took out the Conqueror. The leopard killed himself, thank God, otherwise we would have really had our hands full. And then we almost killed the STB1. So we had a lot of tanks back there that we was trying to deal with. So 5 in total. So I really wish teammates would have followed me back to help me out in that situation, because we probably would have, it would have been a cleaner victory for us, I think. But with that being said, guys, like I said, sorry for the lack of content. We've been really busy here around the house, trying to get some stuff done. We're trying to buy some more real estate right now, and it's just been very, very busy. So I'm trying to get some content out when I can, but I'm just finding myself just burning candles at both ends trying to get content for you guys. So bear with me. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for staying subscribed to the channel. Thanks for supporting the channel. And hopefully once we get all this real estate stuff settled down and we get everything done and settled into the new place, hopefully we can just sit down and just get a whole new office set up and just get some content out, because I really want to do that. I really like to get back into live streaming, and hopefully if we can get the new office set up and get everything settled down and calmed down and leveled out from the move and everything, hopefully we'll be good. So but with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, you can follow us on Twitter. That way you know when we're posting new YouTube content and when we're live streaming. If you haven't checked us out on Twitch or YouTube Gaming, come hang out, be part of the audience. And if you're new to those channels, smash those follow buttons over there. So until next time, guys, thanks again for all the support, and we will see your faces on the battlefield. Thanks so much, guys, for checking out my video. If you enjoyed that video, hit that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe for future videos.